You want to know more about the E7 IV, and I want to show you what it can do. We were meant to meet. Sony has sent me their brand new camera to test out. I have 48 hours with it. So as soon as I got it, I went out in this park, so you'll have footage during the day and also by night. Quick note, by night I didn't have any tripods, so I shot everything handheld. Bonjour my fellow high-tech fans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celine, I'm a TV journalist and a tech specialist. If you like tutorials, reviews and sometimes vlogs, you definitely should consider subscribing. During this shooting, let's cover the main topics and see if the camera is as powerful as we were hoping. We will test out the autofocus, we will have a look at its body, see how far can go the battery, and of course, talk about the video quality. I thought I had everything under control. I knew I was going to have the Sony A7 IV for only 2 days, 48 hours. So I have got my backpack, 2 tripods, my microphone, everything. Except that I didn't think about one important thing. It's raining today. It's been raining for 2 days. I don't know what to do except, shooting in my car. Hello, this is the brand new camera Sony A7 IV. I think it stopped. I think the rain has stopped. Let's go les amis. The Sony A7 IV will cost $2,499 or €2,800, and it will be available to buy in December. And $2,800 or euros with the 28 to 70 kit lens. It's also a lot more expensive than the A7 III was when it launched in 2018. The price has risen of 20 to 30% over the Sony A7 III. That may lead many creators to think twice before pulling out their credit card, particularly as lower-powered but impressive alternatives like the Nikon Z5 are less than half the price. The Sony A7 IV might look like its older brother, the A7 III, but if you look closer, you will see a few subtle upgrades, especially for videographers. On the top, you will find an improved electronic viewfinder with a 3.69 million dot resolution and 120 FPS refresh rate. Many other brands are offering the same specs, but it is much needed these days, so no spectacular improvement on that part. Below the EVF, there's a new vari-angle touchscreen. This is great news for many Sony fans who were expecting it after having the Sony 7 Mark III. The touchscreen can swivel around to face the direction you're shooting it, which is a big bonus for solo video shooters. And Sony made a very clever shortcut here. Beneath the mode dial, there's a new ring that lets you flick between stills, movies, and S&Q mode. This display also exists on their new ZV-E10, so if you want to switch from photo to video, it's easy and very quick. At first, I had some problems to switch between one mode to the other. I was pushing too hard or not hard enough. It took me an hour to get used to it. There's also a new dedicated red record button for shooting video and a lockable exposure compensation dial. The camera also has Sony's latest UI, first seen on the Sony A7S III, which are a major improvement on the complicated menu seen on older Sony Alpha cameras. In the hand, the A7 IV grips feels more substantial than its predecessor, but otherwise, it will be comfortably familiar to anyone who's used an Alpha camera before. For filmmakers who like to color grade their videos, the jump to 10-bit color sampling is a big one. The maximum video bitrate has also jumped from 100 Mbps to 600 Mbps, and you can shoot 4K 30p video using the full width of the sensor. Perhaps the only slight disappointment is that the A7 IV 4K 60p mode is only available with a Super 35 crop, which is similar in size to an APS-C sensor. The A7 IV in-body image stabilization, IBIS, which now claims up to 5.5 stops of compensation, also lets you shoot with shutter speeds as low as 1/10 second and still get pretty sharp results. This is also a potential bonus for those who regularly use polarizing filters, because it allows you to handhold the camera rather than reach for the tripod. The A7 IV tracks and stays in focus with eye focus and shifts to hold on to the subject, and it is better than the previous model. Additionally, real-time eye autofocus can now track animals' eyes for both still images and movies, as well as humans, of course. The camera now has a full-size HDMI and USB-C connection. That is awesome, as we all have that kind of wire at home. Easy to ask for a cable if you forgot yours somewhere and need a hand to charge your camera. The A7 IV still offers twin card slots. Both accept UHS 2 SD cards, with the upper one also able to take one of Sony's small CF Express Type A cards, which can maintain much faster write speeds than the fastest SD cards. It also gains the ability to shoot 4K 60p for action capture or slow-mo work, but this requires a crop to APS-C Super 35 dimensions. I had the luxury to shoot with the 24 to 105mm with a constant aperture of 4, so shooting by night was awesome. My short time with this camera left me feeling there was some menu and shortcuts I wanted to know better, but I'll get to know it better soon enough. Now, it's your turn to talk. Let me know what you think about the Sony A7 IV in the comment section, les amis. And if you haven't done it yet, like, subscribe, and come and say hi to my other social media accounts. Take care. Salut!